Okay, so delivered today. One more cave rush. Actually, make that 2. Thank you. And 2, what I am told, are 7-ton strops, which we can use on winching and lifting, whatever else for the guys. So, thank you. I believe the strops and one of the brushes came from Peter, and I think the other brush came from Clive. So thank you, gentlemen, much appreciated. Thank you very much indeed. My cattle are going to be over the moon. See, Kay's having a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Oh. 2 new strops. Apparently they're 7-tonners, but I don't actually think they are.
No.
I think that's probably.
Marked on, isn't it?
Well, I don't know if they got actually.
Well, they haven't got the stripes on them. The other ones are
No.
stripes,
Yeah. So I think they're probably nearer 3, but still. 2 new strops. What are you watching?
Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory.
Again?
Not my choice.
Martin hogging the heater again, is he?
Yeah. On the coldest.
Alright, so we were not expected on the site for another 20 minutes.
So take the battery off first so you can get that fixed for it. So we can do it easy, innit? Easy. Split logs easy.
Idle. Idle. He said, I'm helping you stay warm.
Nice to be nice.
Yeah, but
it's nice to be nicer, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it depends on which side of the bench you're on, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if you take the battery off,
Yeah.
if I get a chance, I'll shoot up to Clark's and get a new one. So, alright. I hate the idea of you poor boys swinging an axe and staying warm.
Back to bits, innit, you had?
Yeah, I could hardly sleep last night. I felt so guilty.
It's getting to the hard step now as well.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
So my hand's probably not
Yeah.
safe anymore.
Yeah. I basically haven't got any, what's it, the golden hands to make it nice and soft. That everything.
Yeah.
Lanolin, go rub a sheep, you'll be alright. They're complaining. The battery's finally died on the 695. We can't even start it off the charger now, it's knackered. Okay, well, looks like the builders are back. They've not really been able to start this morning because the ground's frozen. So you can't really lay slabs on frozen ground. So they've been to get some more sand and cement. I'm going to see what the temperature's saying. But they're probably thinking about it. Waiting for the next cup of coffee. Only just.
What?
Fruit frozen.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's my knees.
It's on 0. Well, your knees, all you got to put some jeans on. Some trousers on, like a sensible person. Sexy. So, I've got your permission for me to go and put the kettle on. All right. Well, you might be able to force one down. You might be able to force down a cup of coffee.
Absolutely.
What you can do, have the end of that corner out.
Yeah. It's too cold for laying on there at the moment.
Yeah. Alright. Okay. He'll sit in the warm cab
Yeah.
with his cold knees, eh?
Not yet.
Yeah.
I went to start mine, I thought, nah.
Yeah. Heater? No heater. Yeah, alright.
Yeah.
You're not having any. Stop digging stones up, you. So it's still just too cold for them to make a start mixing any cement or putting it on the ground. We need the frost out of the ground before we start. So he's going to do a bit more shaping up with my machine because mine's got a heater, and I'm going to make him a cup of coffee again. Right, that's the tree team gone off for their next job, and I got a funny feeling this is a broad hint. Yeah, they want a new battery for the truck. See this, 2017. It's not actually that old in the battery. Right. Let's see if I can order one online.
5 tenths. Yeah. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're out. You're out. Going good. 1. Alright, got him. 2. There you go.
Wow. That's the angle of the dangle.
4, 5. Going or? Yeah, you can have 5 more.
Didn't Mikey want to go? Because Mikey was itching to have a go.
Oh, smack shit out of it.
Go on then.
Oh, do it, eh?
Yeah. Let's put your money where your mouth is then.
That corner bit might come off.
What, that bit there? Yeah, I reckon so. I'm that. That little dead bit.
Yeah, it's probably going to come off and smack me right in the teeth.
Yeah. Get on there. Wood chip yesterday.
We nearly had you with a foot.
You have me in the chair.
Yeah. How much is that?
How much is that? 12.
28, wasn't it?
I still broke them off
It was
though,
3 or 4.
So did I. No, you didn't. Just chips.
28, wasn't it? No, 27.
27. One more for that.
Remember on the fucking
Oh yeah.
count the plugs or whatever.
You can't count. I can't count.
Oh.
I'm breaking now.
Did you loosen in that bit for somebody to do?
I think so.
Yeah. Someone's going to steal your glory now.
I listened to you. Go on, Oz. Oh, I got. Come on. Okay, box. Oh, you want your axe back? Is that your axe?
Actually, nah.
That one's sticky, alright.
Is it?
Go on, Oh, look, I loosened that.
Yeah, right.
I loosened that.
Yeah.
Who is this Lucy?
Oh, what are you doing, Oz?
2, 3.
There you go.
Oh, you got 2 bits off you in.
Yeah.
When you get a bit off, you go back to
You got one more
the
go.
5 more strikes.
Yeah.
That's the rules. I didn't just make it up.
Yeah.
That's the rules. I don't make it up.
Yeah. Yeah. When you if you get one off before 5, you start
get another 5 hits.
at 1 again.
It's
Oh, you get
winner
them 5
takes
bits,
all.
do you? 5
Oh, yeah.
10.
Oh.
2, 3.
There you go.
Oh, so start again now. Look. I can see the ploy here. Yeah.
2, 3. You got another 2 goes.
Is it?
Oh.
Come on, look, we're taking advantage of young and stupid.
You just keep having a break. 5.
All you got to do is hit it gently twice.
Go on, you had.
All these youngsters with something to prove.
Find out short hair tonight. Yeah,
Eh?
find out short hair
On the other
tonight.
side might be better.
I'm going short.
Like this.
Good. It'll suit you.
Won't look like an Orlando Bloom or anything like
Yeah, or a footballer.
that. Oi,
What?
that's what I'm looking at like a footballer.
I'm looking at a footballer. There's definitely something wrong with that.
Yeah,
I was looking at what's underneath it.
Yeah.
And
Very nice. Oh, you in?
Fairy what?
Very nice. Thank you, like it.
Yeah.
Number 5, you had?
Yeah.
Looking good, very nice. Very nice.
Yeah. This could be the most expensive bag of logs we've ever produced.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not just financially.
It's expensive too.
It's all the time they're going to have off.
Back going to Parklands.
Eh?
I think you find his back going to Parklands.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Who said that?
So yeah, then a bit off, another 5. Very nice.
Oh, you got another 5. Look at it. Hey, don't cheat.
Cheating, it's just trying to get it done.
Alright, fair enough.
Yeah. I see one person working. 2 actually, because I'm doing something very important on this camera.
I'm waiting for my go.
Eh?
3. 2 more, you know, 2 more. Stubborn one.
Alright.
It is right.
Or you just give up and give it to hydraulic when once the tractor's going.
You ain't gonna give up. Hey, cheating little git. No, 5.
Oh, I think we can let him off that.
Yeah.
Still got another 5, isn't it? He's right there, isn't it?
He's missing, he's missing that.
Oh, there you go.
Hey? See, do you remember on the interview I told you you'd end up here a lot fitter than when you started?
Bit of drop. He didn't said that yet. He said
Yeah.
a bit more of a gap.
I mean, look at Michael. Look how fit he is. You've been here a year and you look how fit you are.
I was off for like
That's
5
that's
months.
all muscle, isn't it?
That is muscle.
Muscle.
Power.
Yeah, it's a muscle there somewhere.
Power.
Yeah.
That's good. dirty.
That's when you start climbing, you'll get your core.
Yeah. Have you finished that? That's like way refined.
I'm starting to feel sorry for him now.
I'm not. He's enjoying it over there.
These young blokes swinging their choppers around.
Like you should, yeah.
Oz wants to, but he needs to catch his breath. Yeah. He's winded. Go on, Michael. Go on! Oh!
Let's go in.
I could hear it. Might have to knock him in half again.
Ladies.
Hey?
Ladies.
Yeah?
Ladies.
Yeah. Are you all impressed with your wood?
I'll tell you.
Aha! Go on, Michael.
See a crab.
Did you go with the last one?
Yeah. I think that was 6 actually, but...
Was it?
Mouth, you smell as you are.
Listen, we usually say we've got a chipper for that, you know, whip them down in little bits.
Got stuff away.
Yeah.
Oh, yours, isn't it? I agree, mate.
I'm going to have to come here with a camera more often because you blokes work twice as hard on a mould in
I
this.
think it's probably because Ozzy loosened it. I loosened it a bit more and then Mikey comes along. Because I went to PS5 on now, what? I haven't got PS5 yet.
Haven't got what?
PS5 yet.
A PS5?
Yeah.
Well, you're hoping someone's going to buy you a PS5?
They might do, you never know.
Yeah.
Oh, you got strapped.
Yeah. And 2 more K brushes. Yeah, 2 more K brushes today, turned out, yeah.
So we'll do the strap here, doesn't it, is it?
Yeah, so yeah, that's what's on the gates in there, so.
You're still using the PS3, aren't you, Mikey? Pardon? Still using the PS3, aren't you? Yeah.
I'm still riding around my Barbie bike.
Is it? On your what? Your Barbie bike? Is it?
It's because
Is it pink with little tassels off the handlebars?
no, I took the tassels off.
Oh, right, okay. To make it a bit more manly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I took the pink seat off as well.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Seat on there now.
You got there before me. Makes his eyes sparkle.
Also, my phone broke down.
Yeah, yeah. I think you're pushing a lot now. So I would go at that 45 degrees different angle. So where you've got that sticking out there, in there, you want to go that way.
Would you like me to hold the camera while you have a go?
Oh, yeah, you could, but but thing is, I ain't stupid.
Right, you boys can break them up. How I roll.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
Wrong, you bastard.
That's right.
Thanks, babe. There we go, I was like softening for you.
Yeah. Emma mentioned something about it the other day, actually.
What? Oh God. Right, hang on. Figure out like, when I swing like that, there's so much less action. Like, swing it.
You got him a piece of eucalyptus.
Yeah, and I'll just something easy for you, mate. I reckon you did it. I think I had a crack at that one. There you have. There you go.
Flip it on, Mikey.
They look good.
Yeah.
Right, here you go, have one of these. It's actually soft eucalyptus.
Yeah, eucalyptus can be a pig to split sometimes. Missed you.
Yeah.
Right. Right, I'm going to go back up the house and sit in my office and pretend to do some work. Right, yeah. Have fun. Yeah, it's good practice, mate. You have to just mince around a bit, that's all. You know, just keep your butt cheeks nice and close together.
I'll do my best.
The bat stay inside then.
I'll go with the cow pile.
I can just imagine, you could just go to see you splitting logs, like, no, mincing around.
Don't show my white
I think I might. So the guys only had a smallish job to do today. It's a Friday. We do intend not to book anything too big for Fridays. And then back here, we've had complaints because the 695, the battery has actually finally died. And I could have gone and bought a new battery today, but sometimes just sending them all out the axes, they call it tight and cruel and everything else. I call it team building, because the camaraderie and the bit of competition, and they have a lot more fun with axes. Alright, it's harder work for sure, but they produce just as much, because if they're on the log splitter, there's only one splitter. If they're on the axes, there's usually 3 or 4 axes, although they've broken one today. Got to get a new handle for one of the moles. Yeah, it is team building, and it is just makes the day go a bit faster. Right. I think I'll go and get me one of those. So I've just been talking to Dave. We're laying the slabs for the patio on a fairly deep bed of muck, and because it's cold, it's taking a while to go off. So the stuff he laid yesterday, the cement is still not really hard, and he's concerned about our dogs running about all over it over the weekend and dislodging his slabs. So I've come up with a cunning plan of maybe sheep hurdles. I've just got to get them out of there. Oh, I'll put them in there so neat and tidy too. So I found 2 more this end. These we usually get to. I'd say easy to get to, just easier. Do you want on with that? No?
Isn't that interesting?
Eh?
It's not that interesting.
Some people would find that fascinating.
Really?
Especially people who can't do it.
Oh, you don't want to do it like that.
Ah. It is just like chocolate blancmange, isn't it? Mmm, yeah.
Do you want another? Yeah, I want to get up around there. So you are going to want another then?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I don't want one.
He needs one. It's Friday, he wants to go home.
Yeah,
It's beer o'clock.
it is. They've already been on there.
Yeah. I know where he's going. He's going to warm the doosan. I've just been having a route around one of our sheds. I found this little stiff brush, and I thought of the perfect job for it. She's going to like this. Oh, I think she'll like this. I don't think she can make her mind up whether she likes it or not, but where she hasn't really cleaned herself properly and the hair was matted down her, it's got no real insulation against the cold. So if I can brush some of the crap out of her coat, stop her getting cold. You don't mind the gentle brush, do you? But I'm having to push it quite hard to actually get this rubbish out of her coat. Yeah. She's pooing a bit loose as well because I've been giving her some of that coarse ration just to give her a bit of a boost. I mean, she could quite easily clean her own face up, because one of the reasons I put her in here is because she's got the cow brush. She just hasn't bothered yet. But anyway, the good news is she's definitely brighter today than she was yesterday. And if she carries on like she is, maybe tomorrow she can go back out with the rest of them, because that's where she really wants to be, out there. She's had enough for a minute. You can have a bit more tomorrow, alright? I promise. Look at all this brush envy out here. Hey, did you want some? This is probably what knocked her down. Bulling. If it's her or that one that's bulling, especially if it's the larger one, then there's a reasonable chance that if she mounted her and she wasn't on her feet properly, that's what would put her down. So right. Right, there's too much shenanigans going on for me to turn my back on her. So the thing is with bullying animals, they don't care what they mount. They'll mount each other, or if you haven't got your back to them, or if you've got your back to them, they'll mount you too. They ain't fussy. Having a 300 kilo cow on your back, nothing to laugh about. Well, it's 4:30. Everybody's packing up for the weekend now. Dave and Andy have just left. We've just put a bit of a hessian over what was laid this afternoon. We didn't actually get an awful lot done today because it only got above freezing for, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours. I mean, what's the temperature now? Temperature now is about, I don't know, it's at 2 or 3 degrees. So, but it is starting to go cold again now. But so the path is laid. We started on the patio. I went with a random pattern in the end. Dave said to me earlier, he said, do you want the path a random or in courses? And I said, which is harder? And he goes, random. I said, well, I'll have that then. I think he called me a name, and then said, yeah, that's fair enough. It just takes a little bit more thinking about. There is a set pattern for these blocks which you can go with, or you can just do a random pattern. So, and I said, no, I kind of want it round. I don't want it in courses. I don't want too many straight lines. We've got quite a few straight lines on the path, but out of here it's actually going to turn into more of a random pattern. So this is 60 square meters. I'm not sure what that is around there, but we should have enough left to maybe do a bit of path down that way between here and the deck. Or if we don't, we'll keep whatever slabs we've got left over, because we will use them. I do intend to actually do some more up round here when I've saved my pennies. So, but for the time being, this is the project as it stands. We're hopefully going to get this signed off by the planners, building control, on Tuesday next week. So it'll be, as far as the building is concerned, the building is then completed. I think the only thing I need to get is the electricity certificate, or the electrician certificate, or whatever, the compliance certificate from the Sparks. He may have already sent it me, I haven't seen it, I don't know. But as long as I've got it for Tuesday, when the inspector comes, this will hopefully be signed off, and that's it. The job's basically done. Dave's got about another week, so we're hoping that next week the rest of these slabs will be laid and grated in. We're not actually going to grate them. He's going to use, I can't remember what he called it. It's some kind of resin that you just brush in and then put some activator on it. It's more expensive than hand grating, as in the materials, but it's 4 times faster, 5 times faster. So what you spend on the materials, you save on the labor. So but yeah, so next week is probably the last week of Dave and Andy. So I just said to Andy, what are you going to do about your toast? He goes, I don't know, I'm going to have to make my own. And Dave goes, no, we'll have to go to the cafe and buy it. But there you go. So yeah, this bit of wall here, I added that on because it didn't look right having the patio bolt out here and just battering that bank back. So we added that on. It's taken the next few days. I think Dave was kind of hoping he'd be finished the whole project this week, but you know what customers like. Ooh, while you're there, could you just do that bit? Could you just do this? Always one of those. But like I said to Dave, it's far easier to put this wall in now before we lay the slabs than after. So there's a set of steps to go in there, so there will be a quick way up and out through that way, because I'm imagining when Audrey gets visitors, once all this is cleared up and sorted out and membraned and stoned up, if Audrey gets any visitors, they'll probably park up in here somewhere, and then the able-bodied ones can just come down the steps rather than, I know it's not a long way, it's not a long way right there. I want a set of steps. I just want a set of steps, alright? Alright? So that's where they're going. Right, I fed the birds. The lads have just finished on the logs. I'll give them half an hour to pack up and go home as well, and then I'll give the cows a bale of silage for tonight. The young stock are okay, and that's it. That's my day done. Roll on the weekend.